And good afternoon, Jackrabbits fans. We tune in here about an hour after we originally planned, but we have a 4 p.m. start with some sun over top, and then we've got quite a bit of rain off to our west, so let's see how well we do here. Jackrabbits will be playing the Glenwood Gunners. Jackrabbits are home and taking the field. Teddy on the mound with Esai behind the plate, Jabril at first, Javon at second, Jorge at short, and Chris at third. And left we've got, you can't see, Jack in center, and in right we've got Isaiah. Kieran's in left, thank you. Swing and a miss, a 59-mile-an-hour fastball from Teddy to start the game off. So Teddy's struggling with a chest cold for the last week plus, so we'll see if he labors here from 54 feet from the home plate. And he's going to hit that ball into left field over Kieran's head. And that's going to be an easy double. We'll see if he pushes it to third, but he's going to stand up double there for the leadoff hitter. So Teddy gives up the leadoff double to start the game. Jackrabbits were successful in the first game with a 18-3 victory. And the second game of the tournament here today. We have not played Glenwood previously, and looking at the game changer, they're on like about a 7 or 8 game win streak. So clearly boys used to playing. Swing and a miss, a 59-mile-an-hour fastball there. And Teddy will come from the stretch. Next pitch. Teddy throws 60, but inside. And 58 outside, so Teddy now in the hole to number 9 from the Gunners. Teddy doing a little gardening out there. The umps also clean off the plate. Home plate area pretty chewed up. They actually had quite a bit of rocks, actual rocks out there that they had to clean off earlier. Teddy with a move back to second, but no throw. Whoa. And we do have wind coming out of the west here, even though we've got sun. A little worried. Swing, foul ball. And the runner will have to go back.
Hey, up to you, not him. Let's go.
What happened here? My radar gun stopped working. Let's see if maybe that works a little better. Let's see. So the 2-2 count now. Teddy set. And the pitch. Foul straight back. That one came in at 47, so that's my guess is that was a effort at a changeup there. Anyway, so Teddy's had this chest cold here for over a week now. That caused him to miss some school, including the last day of school. Really labors when he's breathing, so we'll see if that has any impact on his pitch today. That one was also a changeup, straight back. Oh, Keith, my broadcasting partner here, bringing the Mamba. Oh, just love these little candies, they're so good. Next pitch, and a ground ball right to Jorge. He picks it up. He's going to throw it to first. And runner's out by a step. It does advance the gunner to third, however, so a useful out by the batter there. Number 23 will step in. Digging in as best he can. And you can see the runner on third there on the left of your screen. Nice pitch there. My radar gun didn't pick it up, however. I'm not sure what we're doing here. And the curve. That one came in a little low. Next pitch. 58 high. One ball, two balls, one strike. And just a reminder, this is Mike on the mic. Teddy is my son, so I try to call as fair a game as possible, but I am probably a little bit tougher on him than I am everybody else. I know it, he knows it, his mom knows it, his grandparents know it. And, well, probably doesn't change the way I've called multiple games. I think that he can play at a very high level. Speaking of high level, he's got 2 balls and 2 strikes now, 1 down. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. 59-mile-an-hour pitch at the letters. 23 is going to go back to the dugout, and 17 will take his place in the batter's box. So I know we've got a bunch of wind coming off of the west here on our second base camera. We try to use to pick up noise of the game. Let me know if it gets to be too windy, and I will go fix that. Next pitch is a ground ball, foul down the left field line. Teddy started him off with a curveball, kind of hung that one a little bit, 17 way ahead of it. So pitch selection is something that Teddy definitely been working on. He throws a fastball, a curveball, and a change, and he's just trying to mix those as well as change the location. So start him off with a curveball, it's 47. So look for a fastball here, closer to the 60-mile-an-hour range. And it's 58, but low and away. You don't want to miss to the cleanup hitter of the other team, obviously. So curveball in, now fastball away, 1-1. And the Gunners have a runner 80 feet away. Strike, 60 mile an hour on the corner. Nice pitch from Teddy. Popped the glove nicely in for Esai. So now let's see if Teddy comes with the fastball again after 2 in a row, or he tries to do something a little different, maybe a curveball here. He did hang his first curveball, which you don't want to do to the cleanup hitter, obviously. Swing and a miss, the ball in the dirt, and we'll have a nice easy throw down to first. That means to be safe at first. We don't close it, and the runner scores. So that's the second time in a row that we've had, or not in a row, but second time today that we've had a strikeout at home, a poor throw at first, and the runner makes it on safely. So Teddy did get him struck out on a curveball in the dirt, but Esai didn't stop it, and then not a great throw to first. So number 1 will step in for the Gunners. The Gunners have played at 1, and you can see the runner on first there in the picture. The throw over. Got him! Got a pickoff, says the ump at first base. And he was leaning, I think, a little bit, and they got him. So Teddy with a nice pickoff move to Jabrell to end the inning. So baseball gods, they got what they wanted. There was a strikeout. The runner picked off. So with that, 1 run across for the Gunners at the end of the top of the first, and then Jackrabbits, the home team, will put on helmets for the first time and swing the bats. We're 3 kids down today, so only 10 on the roster. We won't go through that as they come up, but we are missing Gianni, still out with injury, we believe, or I believe, I haven't confirmed that. And we also have Ricardo out and Joe out. So missing our starting third baseman, our starting second baseman, and our starting first baseman. And a bunch of bats as well. So definitely definitely going to miss those boys, and certainly going to have to do our best with the 10 on the bench to score the runs like we did in the first game. Just a reminder, your broadcast team is Keith, Kieran's dad, who's keeping the scoreboard, keeps us in power, keeps us all up to date on our what's going on in the game and keeping track of the hardware. This is Mike, Teddy's dad. My job is to talk mostly, make sure that the broadcasting with YouTube doesn't go down. So that's what I'm working on. Trying to integrate the pocket radar into our presentation as well. You should see during the at-bats, kind of up near the time and temperature, count and temperature, excuse me, the speed of the pitch. It just kind of pops up for a second, then goes away. So it's probably for better user experience, should hang out until the next pitch comes, but that's what it does. So pitcher with a unique warm-up here, not even on the rubber, just really playing a nice soft toss. So 17th, throw it to, looks like number 9 maybe, or number 3. This catcher here's in the way. But yeah, not seen this as a warm-up before. And now he's doing a little bit of towing the rubber and throwing the ball in nice and easy. Clearly not exerting himself too hard. So on behalf of Jackrabbits Broadcasting, we'll bring you tomorrow's game as well. Tomorrow's games as well. There are only 5 teams, so as such, there should be a pretty quick run through. It's likely that Jackrabbits will play at 10 or 12, and the championship games at 2. With one victory under the belt, it's unlikely that they will end up in the at the 8 a.m. game. So those parents who dread the 8 a.m. game like I do, with one win already, it's unlikely we'll be there. Not impossible, but unlikely. But could be very possible to play at 10 or 12, and then again the championship game is at 2. If you want to make sure that you're following along with all of those, where the Jackrabbits are at, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell there just below the screen, the video screen. You'll see a little bell that'll get you a notification that we're live. In steps Chris with the first pitch, 69 miles an hour on the outside corner. Strike 1. And behind Chris we'll have Jorge, and then I believe Teddy will be on deck with Aaron hitting cleanup. From the windup, 52-mile-an-hour curveball that Chris ducks under, and good movement on that by number 17. So Chris already in a hole, no balls, 2 strikes. And 69, but low and away. So Chris had a decent first game, got on a couple of times, scored a couple of times. He wants to reproduce that here in game number 2 today. Late decision to swing, but foul ball off to the side, lives to see another pitch. So with the 2-strike approach that the Jackrabbits have worked on a lot this season, Chris will have a little bit wider stance. He'll bring his hands down a little bit more so he can get quick hands through the zone, especially given how fast that this pitcher is throwing. Strike 3, 55-mile-an-hour curveball that just froze Chris. That was beautiful. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. So Jorge will step in now. Jorge walked every time he was up in the first game and is itching to swing the bat. So a walk is as good as a single in my book, but I know Jorge wants to put the ball in play. Jorge has put one over the fence this year, given the speed at which 17 is throwing. He could do it again. And there's a curveball high and away. It is 305 to dead center, 305 down the line and 320 to dead center. So you'd really have to put a charge in the ball, especially because these look like 8 or 10 foot fences. That ball is inside. Ball 2. And the next pitch is on its way. Ball 3, 7 miles an hour. Jorge now has got to have a perfect pitch here if he's going to get the green light. Let's see if 17 tries a curve here. Everybody's going to be sitting fastball. Curve would fool everybody. Let's see what comes. A fastball, low and away for ball 4. So Jorge gets his 5th, I think, walk of the day, first of the game. And in steps Teddy with Aaron in the on-deck circle. Teddy had a good day in the first game at the plate with a couple of hits, including a triple. and he can help himself as a pitcher here by putting the ball in play and letting Jorge run. See, Jorge has a giant lead over at first. And they got him. So what comes around goes around. Jackrabbits are able to pick their runner off in the first, and they get picked off in the first. So Teddy now will have no nil-nil count and nobody on. There are 2 down now for the Jackrabbits. Teddy loves a good fastball, so if he can get a 70-mile-an-hour fastball, likely going to hit the ball a long way. Curveballs, doesn't love those as much. So let's see what he gets here. He gets the curveball high and inside. Teddy swing and a miss, way behind the 69-mile-an-hour fastball there. Taking a deep breath. No batting gloves. Bat cocked back there, the high fire. And that ball is low and away. 17 having a good laugh at himself. I'm not sure if he was trying to throw a different pitch than came out of his hand there. But he's still very much in command of this at bat. 2 balls and 1 strike. Teddy with 2 down. And he steps off, and now Teddy steps out. And here we go. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. Good snag by the catcher for strike 2. So let's see. 17 goes for the quick out here, or if he's going to throw a curve. And he throws that one in the dirt. Teddy holds his bat back. He's going to take a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. And the catcher took a 60-something mile-an-hour pitch off his thigh, it looked like. That hurts. That hurts. Walking it off a little bit. Give him plenty of time to get himself in a good place before he squats back down to receive the payoff pitch of the inning. Teddy with a deep breath there. That's a deep breath. Swing and a miss. A 66-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees. And that's it. That is 3 outs for the Jackrabbits. So 3 up, 3 down. Jackrabbits don't threaten. And we go to the top of the second with the storm very much coming in on us. You can kind of see it as you look straight out here from the home plate camera out in the distance. You can see the storm front. And it looks even worse back to our west. Of course, the Rockies were up early, as they have been in many, many games, and their bullpen appears to be falling apart, giving up a bunch of runs. So it looks like the Cardinals are on their way to make another comeback victory, as they did last night. It's tough being a Rockies fan. It looks like we're going to have the same positions defensively in this second. Nope, I take that back. Javon and Kieran have switched places, with Jack still in the center and Isaiah in right. Jabot at first, Aaron at second, Jorge at short, and Chris at third. Teddy is already on the mound, and he awaits Isai, his battery mate.
Justice had a block off double.
What about a but I stopped
Ah, where's my water bottle?
when I was putting the table up.
Oh, there it is. Thank you, sir. Of course, key to the rescue on where my water bottle is. I'm a hot mess. wind just keeps
You're
blowing.
welcome! Why did I do that? What the heck am I thinking?
Oh. Hold on, grab the short little gray one. That's that one. I have to keep my phone on to keep the pocket radar thing working, and so I'm down to 35%. I won't make it to the end of the game. All right, so Teddy back on the mound for the top of the second here. In steps the gunner. I missed his number. Apologies. Swing and a miss by number 1. The Jackrabbits are going to have to play good defense here against a Gunner team that's obviously well coached and ready to play from all the way over in Glenwood Springs. So that's a 3-hour drive for them. Imagine they'll be staying the night here as they're going to play a 2-day tournament like the rest of us. Swing and a foul ball by number 1. So Teddy up now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's thrown a fastball and then 2 55-mile-an-hour. I don't know if they're changeups or curves. They don't look like they have a lot of movement on them. They're changeups, I think. And the next pitch, Teddy throws what is definitely a curve that doesn't curve, and immediately looks down at where his front foot landed. So they didn't like that landing position. Number 1 thankfully ducks out of the way because it was coming towards his head. And we have a 2-2 count now. Swing and a miss. It's strike 3 on a 61-mile-an-hour fastball, and they're going to whip the ball around. And 1 down now. Number 2 will step in for the Gunners. The Gunners with a 1-0 lead after plating 1 in the first. 59 right at the letters. Nice pitch. So Teddy's been in and around the strike zone all day, which is really great to see. I think the team may need him to do a bunch of work this weekend, so you want him to be close to the strike zone. That's a foul ball out of play. And one of the Gunners' parents makes a nice 2-handed grab in the grass. Teddy now with a 0-2 count, so sitting pretty, he can throw whatever pitch he wants to throw here. And I think my guess is to come back with a fastball. And foul ball off to the right. I think number 2 guessed fastball as well, and he was correct. So Teddy now got to think this through a little bit. What's he want to throw here? Do you throw the change, knowing that number 2 is a little behind on the fastball? Do you challenge him with the fastball again? The curve hasn't seemed to have been breaking very well. And there it is. For strike 3, 51-mile-an-hour curveball across the outside of the plate. So I apologize. If he were to ever watch these, I'd have to eat some crow, but he never watches these, so he'll never know that I doubted him. That was a nice curveball, though. And Teddy with 2 strikeouts in the second inning here is going to face number 13 from the Gunners. And he comes set. So no windup for the Teddy today. He's feeling it 60, but I guess half the time. The ump we have behind the plate we've had before. He's very much in control of the game. Very clear with his calls, so we don't have to guess. Oh, that first one was a strike? Okay, well, yeah, apologize. So now we got 1-1, number 13 here. And Teddy with about a dozen pitches thrown so far this inning. That was a little high. The gun said 79. I promise you it was not 79. Because Teddy can't throw that hard. He doesn't have that much muscle. We've never seen 79 real on the gun at 13U level. Teddy will step off. He's not ready. Oh, it doesn't like the wind. The wind just bust up. Good for him. Good for him. So now we got 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Teddy's gonna have to come with the fastball here. And he misses low and away. Good take by 13. So a 3-1 count now. Teddy's gonna have to do the perfect pitch that he does there. That one again shows up at 78, but I think it's mostly because there's a small child in the way who's blocking my radar gun. So we'll see what the next pitch is. And it's inside for ball 4.
Early. What the, you can't do, I can't do that.
Stuck until the small child moves out of the way. I think my accurate readings from the radar gun. Runner at first. Oh, we all got fooled. The runner did not go.
That's Graham's call.
And ball 2. But he missing a little bit there to number 20, just a little high. Being coached from the bench that he is not finishing quite as well as he should be, really reaching with his throws. Teddy steps off but does not actually throw. And we got a 2-0 count. Oh, and I'm moving around like crazy. I'm getting nervous for my son here. And throw over, it's in the dirt. Good scoop by Jabrell. And we're getting a pitter-patter of rain on the canopy. There's a nice strike. And the rain's starting to come down quite a bit harder. Hopefully we can get a third out at least. And that ball pops out of the glove of Isai, and the batter will skedaddle down to second. There's no play. So we have 3-1? Yeah, 3-1 now. Next pitch. Teddy yanks that one outside. Goes off the glove of Isai. And the runner will get down to third, no problem. So, a couple of walks causing troubles, headaches here for the Jackrabbits. And number 19 will step in for the Gunners. And they've got runners on the corners. You can see the Gunner runner there at third on the left side. And you got my picture of the guy at first. And number 19, wiping his hands on his pants, swinging the Cat X. Swing and a miss. And we're going to have some defensive indifference on the play down at second. With 2 outs, you're just going to focus on getting number 19 here, but it does give the Gunners 2 runners in scoring position in the event the 19 is able to get a single. So the Jackrabbits have got to be really solid on the infield not to fall through. There's a second strike of the at-bat. 0-2s. Teddy now where he wants to be. And number 19 wiping his hands on his pants again. We are getting the constant rain here. Ball is outside. Teddy bounces a little bit. He thought he got it, but he didn't. He missed the plate. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Come on, boy. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Swing and a miss. The gun thinks that's 108. It was probably 58 on the fastball. So no runs across for the Gunners. Teddy gets out of a self-induced jam there. We go to the bottom of the second where we will see Aaron, Isai, Jabrell, and Isaiah, and hopefully beyond that. So, why is this so off? All right. Let's see if that works. And if you are planning on heading out to the ball field to catch the end of this game, make sure you bring yourself probably a layer, a light jacket, or even a sweatshirt. It is continuing to get cooler as the day goes on. I think we've definitely through the heat of the day, and whatever storm is blowing through here, I don't see a lot of sun behind it here. So you're probably gonna want something a little bit warmer. The final game of the pool play is at 5 p.m. today. That's going to be put back probably till 6. That game will end around 8, probably under the lights. And it will be only at that point that your Jackrabbit grown-up will know what time they play tomorrow. Right now, Play Ball Chargers are 2-0, Jackrabbits are 1-0. The Blizzards are 0-2, and the Thunderbolts are 0-1, with the Glenwood Gunners having not yet completed the game, although in control of this game with a 1-0 lead. Where are the Game Day Thunderbolts next? Game Day Thunderbolts will be playing the Glenwood Gunners after this, so we'll have a very good sense after this game. For example, if the Jackrabbits go 2-0, they'll almost certainly play at noon. If they go 1-1, if they go 2-0, they'll almost certainly play at 10 tomorrow. If they go 1-1, they're likely to play at noon. And again, the championship game at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. In steps Aaron. Aaron, hottest hitter on the team. Sorry, not hottest hitter on the team. That's probably Isaiah. He's batting .750 over the last 2 weekends. But the most consistent with the highest average, Aaron, batting .461 on the season. And he's batting cleanup today because we don't have Gianni. But he's going to have to act like a leadoff hitter here in this position. And a 63-mile-an-hour pitch. All the way splash pad. Margie fills in. Some poor Game Day Charger waiting for his team next, which Game Day Football has to go get it. So Aaron way behind on that one. Let's see what the next one is. There's a curve outside. Aaron now with a 1-1 count, waiting on the next pitch. He's going to take a bullet at 67 high. The 17th throwing harder than most of the folks we've seen all season. And in and around the zone all the time. Very favorable pitcher. Jackrabbits are going to have to make sure they're swinging early and having good plate discipline. Oh! Jaren does the boogie woogie shoogie there to get out of the way of that one. And now he's sitting 3-1. He can sit on the pitch that he wants, which for Aaron is going to be a fastball middle. Anything else he's going to spit on and let go past. And he got the fastball middle, not in time though, at 69 miles an hour. Still behind. Now Aaron had 3 doubles in the first game, all of which hugged the line. 2 down the right field line, 1 down the left field line. He could do the same thing here, given 17's power, if he just can put a little fair down the right field line, for example, and turn into a leadoff double. Let's see if he gets that pitch that he wants here. And he's going to get a beautiful 69-mile-an-hour pitch at the knees on the outside corner. So that was an incredible location by number 17. Almost unhittable by anybody. And Aaron's going to return to the dugout. Being replaced in the batter's box by number 16, Isai.
Yes. You know what I meant. I'm not.
In the on-deck circle is Jabrell. And there's a curve, 58 and outside. So Jabrell is going to love hitting against this fastball because he swings early anyway, and he can put a real charge into it. But Isai's got to do his team a favor by getting on base here. And that ball is high. Great stab by the catcher. He's not missed his location by quite a bit. Catcher's glove was right there to stop it. Umpire ducked out of the way, but didn't even need to. And there's what I think was an overthrow on a fastball because it hit 70, but it was in the dirt, and that's almost a sign of an overthrow when the pitcher's trying to throw a little bit harder. It changes their speed of their arm, changes their release point, and they almost always bounce it up there. So 3-0 count now to Isai, and there's no world in which he swings, and he's going to take ball 4 anyway. So Isai will get on down over to first. And Isai, not the aggressive base stealer that Jorge is, so it's unlikely that he'll take much of a lead. So as long as Jabril loads early, he is very likely to put a charge into this one because he loves to swing at fast fastballs.
It closes at 10.
And a throw over. Number 13 with a double tag there, kind of slide and see if they get you originally, and then if you get off the base on your way up. Nicely executed by 13, but Isai is safe as he did not get off the base. And that ball is way away, and then there's a throw back to first, and Isai was not going, and he is back safely. So Jabril gets a free ball on that one. And who's on deck? Isaiah? Isaiah's on deck, yeah. The wind is picking up again. And pitcher taking a little bit of time, I get it. It is unpleasant to be pitching in wind gusts. Additionally, your pitch doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Oftentimes due to the wind gusts. So Jabril ready. He's been ready a long time. He's kind of frozen, I think. And he's going to take a pitch high. Now Jabril looking for a pitch down the middle that he can get his bat around on. And a fake back to second, but no throw. Pitcher puts the ball back in his glove. Isai back in plenty of time. Second baseman way over, thus giving a big hole on the left side. Holding Isai close. That ball gets away. And we're going to have a throw down to third, but no play. And heads up play by Isai to get over to third. And we got a timeout on the field. No one can see. There's dust and dirt flying up in everybody's eyes. Oh my gosh. 3-0. Jabril swinging on 3-0. He will be running laps in practice. That is no. And it's going to take was a balked. Gotcha. Right. So now it's 3-1. So Jabril won't be running because it's net. He wasn't swinging on 3-0. So 3-0. Sorry, 3-2. I'm worried about my tent flying away here, my canopy flying away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher in the windup. And ball 4. A little bit outside. Oh, sorry. I'm a hot mess right now because I got my speed gun fell off its perch and it won't seem to come back. But I just ruined a $300 piece of machine here. Okay, now let's see. Then we get timeout on the field for the coach to come out and talk to his pitcher. Pitcher's been in and around the zone the whole time. There's really nothing to say. Keep at it, I think. He's missed a couple of times, but not very much. He has definitely laid off the curveball, which was absolutely scaring the Jackrabbits when he was throwing it. But and going mostly to the fastball, having a little bit more trouble locating the fastball this inning than the last inning. But it's not missing by much. It is not missing by much. So now we have Jabrell at first, and Isai at third, and hot-hitting Isaiah, who was 3 for 4 in the first game, and I think 3 for 4, or batted 750 over the last tournament weekend as well. So really swinging a big heavy bat, putting charge into it when he does. And that ball's in the dirt, and Jabrell's going to get thrown at second. Oh, they didn't get him. They the throw was in front of the base, and they didn't get the tag on him. So that was that was lucky. I don't know if Jabrell knew that they were going to throw down, and as such, didn't really go in hard. But now we have runners at second and third. A single puts the Jackrabbits up. And if there's anybody who's hard hitting right now, it's Isaiah for that single. From the windup, that ball is high. 2 balls and no strikes. I am absolutely eating a lot of dirt, feeling a lot of dirt in my eyes. We need this wind to stop. Next pitch. Isaiah a little behind on a 69-mile-an-hour fastball. Goes off the top of the bat and straight back for strike 1. So 17 still bringing the heat here, and no real alteration on the early speeds we saw. Swing at 71, and a ball down to third. Catches the third baseman by surprise, but he goes and grabs it anyway. Try for the back pick. So now we need a good 2-strike approach. So you're throwing the bat out there. It's a strike and trying to put the bat on the ball. Another 2-ball, 2-strike count. So see if we're going to see that curveball again from 17. We are. Ball's in the dirt, and he's out. He gave himself up. The ball's actually in the dirt. Isaiah could have run. Had Isaiah run, that would have forced the throw to first. Potentially the guy at third could have come in. But instead he gave himself up and he's out. So Javon is in the box now with Jack in the on-deck circle. The Jackrabbits have 2 down. And there's a ground ball through the left side. That's going to score at least 1 to tie the game. And they're going to send Jabrell. And it's going to be a play at home. And there's no play at home. The cutoff man didn't get the signal to throw it home. So a 2-run single from Javon puts the Jackrabbits ahead with 2 down in the bottom of the second. So lots of 2s there from number 99. And Jack will step in. Number 6, our only left-hander. Hopes to neutralize that curveball that 17's got that works so well. They got him. Oh, no, they're saying that Javon was saying he was safe. They must have missed the tag because the ball got there in plenty of time. Yeah, it looks like the pitcher kind of reminding his first baseman to get the glove all the way down, so it must have swiped over the top of him because he was going to be out on that pickoff move. This is so weird. We never see this many pickoff moves be this close. Jack swings at a pitch at his toes, and Javon's in safely. You don't throw the star running back of his middle school team out easily. That boy can run, and he is so dang athletic. It's amazing. So Javon now in safely at second. Jack has to put a ball safely through the infield, but he's being helped because the second baseman's holding the runner on. So big hole on the right side if he can pull it. That ball's low and away, 65. Oh, the ball gets away, and Javon is going to scamper into third safely. So tough on the catcher. When you throw a 71-mile-an-hour fastball, but it's in the dirt, there's not a whole lot you're going to be able to do to stop that ball. It ricochets all kinds of funny. So catcher's a heck of a catcher, but you can't be asked to do Herculean work. We got 2-1. And that ball is high and away. Javon, you can see, has a big old secondary lead. Third baseman's way off the bag, however, so doesn't really have to worry about a throw. Jack, who likes to crowd the plate, has been told that is the front of the box. Go no further. That's probably a good inch off the plate from where he was lined up this last pitch. So good job by the ump to really, again, take control of the game, make sure that the kids are playing by the rules. And that ball skips in. And we get a throw back to third. Catcher very much interested in a back pick somewhere. And Javon's in safely. John is also very dirty, so a little bit of a shout out to his future washing machine tonight. They will have to get off a lot of dirt. There's a pound or so of dirt from shoulder to ankle on Javon. Jack at first. Jack's got to be smart. He's not the quickest, and he could easily get picked off over there. This pitcher has a good move. That ball is away. And we have a throw back to third that doesn't result in much of anything. So that leaves now ball one. So Kieran got a free ball there. Jack went nowhere. Oh, nuts. I lost my on-air time. And throw over. Whoa. A massive wind gust here. Almost lost the canopy. I wonder if I should just take the canopy down between innings. Yeah, but the sun's not out anymore, so maybe we just take the canopy down. Next pitch. That ball's high. No throw to second. And catcher looked down to third again. So we got 2 balls and no strikes to Kieran. And with runners on second and third again, a single from Kieran should score another couple. I think that was a strike. Yeah, 2-1, he called it a strike. The wind blowing so hard, you can't hear the ump anymore. Ball inside, according to the ump. We got 3-1. And everybody kind of taking a break here because of this wind. Can't see it, or can't hear a thing in the wind, and I apologize if you're just hearing nothing but wind noise. It is gusting very hard here. And that ball bounces in. Kieran will take the base, so another walk for Kieran. Kieran is a walk machine. Birthday boy here getting... You know what, I didn't realize, but the birthday boy's getting all these free passes. It's his gift. It's a present. So base is loaded for Chris, who struck out the first time. And this is where the game, the Jackrabbits have a chance to put a stamp on the game, or whether the Gunners will come and steal the momentum back. And that ball is high. And on a messed up play, we end up with Javon scoring. And everybody moved up 80 feet. I missed on what happened. They had Javon kind of picked off on the back pick. He broke into home, and then I'm not sure if the ball from third base hit Javon, but it ended up out in the infield a bit. So a free pass, another run for the Jackrabbits on what I think was ball one. Yeah, ump now telling everybody where the batter's box is. Again, I really like this ump. Very expressive. Takes control of the game, and now he's letting the boys know where the batter's box is because it's just been obliterated over the course of the day. And with runners at second, third, 2 down, Chris hits that foul off to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Margie, what do you think? If we took this down at the between innings, there's no more real sun, right? We're not gonna bake, right? Yeah. So with a nod, next pitch to the at bat, and that ball is a curve, 55 and high. Another gust of wind. And that ball is high as well, 68. 3 balls on 1 strike. So Chris will have to be looking for the perfect pitch here, otherwise he'll be taking, especially with an open base at first. There's no reason to force it here. And that ball comes in low, and he'll take the base. So base is loaded again, and Jorge will step in. And we get a timeout from the coach to go have a conversation with 17. This is just his first at bat first visit this inning, I believe. Oh, but he is taking he's taking the ball from 17, and he's going to go to somebody else. And I'm going to try to take this time to break down my tent. Got the canopy down, so we don't have to worry about that blowing away. But looks like we'll have a new right-handed pitcher here, number 27, I think. And sorry, 23. Yep. Appreciate the Gunners buying me a little time to get my canopy broken down. Three one. All right. So Jorge stepping in. He drew a walk in the first inning, was picked off at first, and he walked in every at-bat in the first game as well. He takes ball 1. So apparently he is a strike repellent.
I know.
Big strike zone. Big strike zone.
And you missed because all of my cameras decided to die. Jorge got a single that scored 2. Teddy will come in with a 5-1 lead for the Jackrabbits. And Jorge
Let's go, Teddy! Let's go, Teddy!
And we're back. I don't know what's going on with my home plate camera, but Teddy's swing and a miss on a 2-2 count. Thank you. Now 2 down and a runner at second. You kind of missed. There was Jorge went to steal second. And there was an attempt to tag him out, but then the shortstop then turned around and threw it to home. There was a lot of throwing the ball around. It ended up, I think, with another run for us. That's how we got to 6 runs. All right, all of my cameras are back. Let's see if we can make this work. Again, Wi-Fi is not supposed to be, and 5G is not supposed to be affected by wind. But every time we have wind, I have slow problem. That ball is outside. And that ball is, it's into the outfield. Man, the good catcher had a good throw, but 17 off his glove. And so Jorge, who should have been out by a mile, ends up safe because the ball ends up in short left field. So we've gotten lucky on a couple of base steal attempts now. I don't know how much our luck is going to work for us or run out on us, but you can see Jorge now at the third base on the left side of your screen. Teddy with quick hands here. He's going to take that pitch outside, and he's going to go to ball 4. So runners at the corners. Let's see if Teddy gets a steal sign with 2 down now. Aaron will just have the swing away sign almost certainly. Teddy's got to be smart about not getting picked off, and also this catcher loves to throw, so and it's very accurate. So Teddy's going to have to make sure he gets into second base as fast and as hard as he can. There's no throw over, even though the pitcher stepped off. As you've seen, we've had some very close bang plays at first this game. And there's a ground ball through the right side, and that will score Jorge, and Teddy will motor into third. And as you can see here, Aaron with another base hit. So Aaron just doing an amazing job as the cleanup hitter, bringing in RBIs all weekend long. Jackrabbits have scored 7 now at each side. Teddy's battery mate behind the plate catcher, stepping in, digging in, trying to understand what the play is, but with, again, 2 outs, he's just going to go swing the first pitch. It's not clear that Aaron's going to go. He does not. Eastside takes that first pitch high. There's a nice strike there from the pitcher. In a 1-1 count, East Eye now, with wind blowing directly into us behind home plate. Takes that pitch high. Why is my not working. He's not picking up anything. And next pitch, inside. I just reset my gun. It said that one was 111 on the inside corner. I don't think we have Satchel Paige out there on the mound. Very good pitcher, but he's probably not throwing 111. Let's see if the gun finally figures out the next one. Otherwise, I might retire it. It missed that one. Shoot. That ball missed the zone, so now we have a 2-2 count. No, 3-2 count. Full. So Aaron will be running. Teddy will not be. Isai will be swinging at a strike or taking a ball as the wind blows now from right field towards home. Strike 3, and that will end the inning. Jackrabbits do quite a bit of damage, though, by putting 7 across, and will at the end of the second there, right? The end of the second. Yep. So we go to the top of the third. Jackrabbits 7, Gunners 1. We'll see if Teddy returns to the mound, or if it's going to be Jack or someone else. They all came back. It's so weird. I have checked it out so many times. Every time I'll go home and do it again. I'll try to look on, some of these AV forums that say, why does wind impact or the stream forums, why does wind impact my stream? And over and over, it's like, wind has no impact. It's a different band. It's a radio frequency. Wind wouldn't move it at all, blah, blah, blah. All I know is that the only time we ever have problems is when it's really windy. The Rockies did end up beating the Cardinals 6-5, but at one point they were up by a whole bunch, so. Yeah, without a win, this is like an amazing baseball day. Text my wife and see what her ETA is. As we go to the top of the third here, Teddy will be back on the mound. Isai behind the plates. Jabrell at first. Aaron at second. Jorge at short. And Chris at third, as we've seen before. Javon, it looks like he's in left. Jack still in center and Kieran in right. So that means Isaiah is our lone man on the bench. And again, Jackrabbits missing Gianni, Ricardo, and Joe. Missing them both in their what they bring to the team, but also in their bats and gloves in the field. So I believe we're going to be without all three all weekend. So it's Jackrabbits 10 here that their hopes rest upon. Jackrabbits mid-week games are done for the season. We are just weekends now. And next weekend is actually funny because it's not funny, but it's another good reason for you to ring the bell and subscribe because the Jackrabbits play on Friday and Saturday. All the kids are out of school and kind of trying to maximize their field permits. So the Jackrabbits will be playing Friday and Saturday. Teddy and I and the rest of his mom and his sister, we will not be around on Friday. We've got a more somber family thing to attend in Seattle. But the rest of your Jackrabbits should be here and ready to play next Friday in the Caba State Tournament, just so you know. So that is the chance for the team to be crowned team champions of their age and division. Remember, we are playing 13U AA Gold. So that's a promotion from the AA Silver that we weren't playing in and we're being successful in. But it's not as high as the AAA or the Majors. Some people have asked me, like, how's that work? So 13U Majors is the highest division, most competitive, if you will, where you've got a team of 13 and all 13 of them are pitchers, and all the way down to the 13U AA Silver, where you've got a lot of folks still learning the game. So kind of mid-tier, if you will. And Teddy with 2 pitches and 2 balls. Number 7, the left-hander here. So Teddy Coates pitched very well through 2. Starting off the 3rd here without his best stuff. And that ball is hit into left center field. And that'll probably be a stand-up double for number 7. Oh, it's not. The ball gets away. It's a sliding double, not a stand-up double. And it was a nice stroke from number 7 there. So in steps 3, number 3 will let's see. Number 3 will step into the box. Teddy's got to pay attention to the runner on second, or he's just going to run wild on him. Goes nowhere. First pitch, fouled straight back for strike 1. Retrieved the foul ball, and Teddy's got the ball in his mitt now. Throwing a little more dirt against the rubber. As it comes set, we'll see if we can capture on the Smart Coach. Smart Coach pocket radar here has seemed to not be working since it took a little bit of a 3 or 4 foot spill off a railing that I had it positioned on. So it's telling me it's supposed to work, but it's not picking up any speed whatsoever. The ball was high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big hole on the right side. Aaron's going to have to really scramble over to get there. That ball is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's going to have to come back with the curveball here. Sorry, the fastball here. The curveball isn't that reliable, and he hasn't established the fastball enough to make the changeup work. Though he does throw the changeup, so what do I know? And 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And a foul ball, a little bit of a safety swing by number 3 to keep himself alive. Good job. That's an excellent 2-strike approach for number 3. Teddy now has got to come back and probably pitch a fastball away at this point. That's a fastball in. Of course, you can't forget the runner on second. He's not giving the runner on second much attention. Now he's doing that a little bit. Up Esai is reminding him. Runner out there, we're getting quite the lead. Teddy overthrows that one, and that's outside for ball 3. A common Akam walking, which we hear from our own Jackrabbits fans sometimes, shouted from the gunner's side. I like to hear those phrases everywhere. And that ball is high. Teddy misses for ball 4 and gives number 3 a free pass. So number 9 will come in. The runner's on first and second. So after a really good bottom of the second, the Jackrabbits can ill afford to give up a bunch of runs here. This has to be a place where Jackrabbits get a quick inning and keep the momentum on their side. The Gunners are a well-coached team, as you can tell. They're not going to just go quietly. And they hit the ball, gets the ball off to the right side. And Kieran's going to pick it up. And he's going to throw it in. And they get him at home. Oh! They say he's safe. They say he's safe. I think I didn't quite get the camera switched in time. So that was a good throw from, who's in right? Kieran now, right? Good tag by Esai. I'm not sure what happened there, but 1 run in there for the Gunners. And number 23, who I think led off, will dig in with runners at first and third. So good stroke by the pitcher there. Sorry, by the batter there. We have oh my goodness, we are throwing huge chunks of, what is that? Those rocks? Wow, huge rocks being, I guess, dug up during that slide that are now being removed. There's now a huge hole in the right batter's box. And then we're going to let the runner go. Defensive end difference for the Jackrabbits. But that puts 2 runners in scoring position, nobody down, and 1 across already for the Gunners. Teddy floats another one under there. He's not getting that high pitch. He's got to come in with the slow, lower pitches. They're not going to get that high call at all. And we're going to get a timeout. Coach Hunter speed walking out to talk to Teddy. So I don't know. Physically, he's flagging. If he's rushing himself, trying to figure out what Coach Hunter is saying. But he knows he's leaving the ball up, so Coach Hunter is letting Teddy know that you've got to be finishing forward to bring that ball down. You're not going to get that high strike.
Right here.
So 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 balls and no strikes, excuse me, nobody down, and 2 runners in scoring position for the Gunners. So Teddy with his back against the wall, going to need to throw strikes and get some help from his defense. If we get a timeout, runner from second apparently had some additional armaments on he's tried to remove, and he's got those over to his first base coach. And now we'll settle back in after a series of timeouts here. Got some gardening timeouts, some coaching timeouts, some equipment timeouts. Here we go. Okay, with a big sigh, and that ball is hit off to the right side and out of play. We got a couple of balls on the field here, so trying to figure out what's happening. And one's getting sent into east side for the ump. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Teddy can't take his time here. The runners aren't going to go anywhere. Find his zone, and he leaves that curveball high again. We got to stop calling the curveball. It's not working. 3-1. Looks like Teddy is getting a little tired on the arm as well. And he's getting coached from Coach Hunter and then nodding yes. So let's see what we do here. And we throw a fastball way inside for ball 4. So base is loaded. And that'll be it for Teddy. Teddy is sort of relieved himself of pitching duties. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but we'll have some defensive changes here once Jack comes in from center field. Likely that Isaiah will go. Oh no, we'll have a change Teddy to third. So Jack not having the best place to pick up here with the bases loaded, nobody's out as he warms up. And I'm going to put myself on mute while I go fill up a little bit of water. And Teddy will own all the runners on the base, but Jack will inherit them. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Let me just ask Teddy, what was going on? Why'd you put yourself out there?
I didn't put myself out.
Oh, it looked like you were telling Coach you wanted to come out. No? So what happened there at the end? Can't throw strikes in the third inning. And a ground ball down the left field line, but foul. Okay, Teddy's blaming the chest cold for not having the stamina to go beyond 2 today, so we'll have to get him to bed early tonight so he can come over it. He's got a bunch of innings left on his arm for the rest of the tournament. Anything you want to say to the fans? Say anything to Papa or Mom? He shrugs and a significant no. And we'll get back to the game here. Jack with the pitch. Oh, nice curve, but it curves too late. That's ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Number 17 here with the bases loaded, nobody down.
Right here, baby.
Jack throws the ball outside for ball 3. No place to put number 17, so Jack's got to bring the pitch here. Next pitch. That ball is high. And we're going to walk a run in. So free pass to number 17 results in a run. That run will be charged to Teddy. Number 1 will step in to the box.
Go, Levi, hit a hard kick.
Jack, our sole left-hander here, will go from the stretch again. Or no, sorry. Now from the windup. And oh, it's over there. Next pitch. It's a nice strike right down the middle. I think it's in there, yeah. Pitch number 2 at the at-bat here is outside. Ball 1. I don't know. We'll see. I'm in the shade now, so it's a little chilly. And next pitch, ball outside. So Jack continuing to make outside. He's got to learn to bring the ball back into right-handed batters here. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Nobody down. A couple runs across already. And Jack just continuing to throw bullets, but outside. So no one really cares how fast you throw if you're throwing balls. You gotta throw strikes. And that's ball 4. Jack nowhere near the zone on all those balls. Jack's got to maybe go push off of the very right base side of the mound to move his arm potentially over. The base is loaded. 3 runs in for the Gunners on, I believe, 1 hit this inning. There's a ground ball to third, and it goes off Esai. Or sorry, it goes off Chris, and everybody's going to be safe. So 7-5 now. Jackrabbits over the Gunners, but the Gunners coming back and putting 4 across the board, across the plate, with no outs so far this inning. It's not looking good for our Jackrabbits. That could have been a double play, but ends up everybody has advanced 80 feet and is safe. So now we'll have, I missed the number there. I think it's 13, 15. That ball's off of Esai's face mask and goes up the third base line. So it is number 13 in the batter's box for the Gunners.
Good job, 6.
And that ball is low. Jack just unable to find the strike zone with any consistency here. The first 3 batters he's faced. 2-0 count now. I don't know what's going on in his delivery that making him miss so much. A foul ball. Very quiet from both sides. Both spectators very quiet. Not a lot of energy now for the Jackrabbits. 7-5 at the top of the third. This game started roughly 4 p.m. So we're going to go, I think, an hour 45. So that's roughly 5:45. And there's a strike. They're elusive, but they can happen. 2 strikes now to 13. Jack needs help here to help himself here by getting a strikeout.
Hey, ground ball towards the wood.
So we had a time called by the ump. I think he was worried that Jack was going to quick pitch number 13. Again, this ump very much in control of the game. And there's a ground ball to third. Gets past Chris again. And that ball will now be... There's no play. There's a play at third. The ball gets passed again. And I believe that does tie the game up. And the Jackrabbits just unable to catch a ball at third base. So Jack doing what he needs to be doing, getting up ground balls on the infield, but now he needs the infield to make a play. So what we have now is a defensive change. Jorge has moved over to third and Chris to short. Runners at second and third. So the go-ahead runner just 80 feet away. Next pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner. Number 20 now with 2 strikes. And there's a corked ball into left field. And another run will score. And that puts the Gunners ahead. So runners at the corners for the Gunners. Still no outs. Number 19 will step in after we clean off the plate. That ball is on the infield. Jack will get it, and the runner back at first. Good heads-up play by the runner at first to not get doubled up. And that's the first out of the inning. Thank goodness. We got, number 7's up again. I believe he led off or was second batter of the inning, so the team has batted around, at least, maybe even more so. But runners at first and third now, 1 down, number 7 in. And we have a play at third. So lefty on lefty here. I think number 7 might be the only lefty on their team. And a play. No, we give up the easy run for a throw. We had at least an out. We could have given up a run for an out there, but instead we end up with the runners at second, and the run scores. So the Jackrabbits, our wheels have completely fallen off. They are desolate in the middle of nowhere with a runner on second, now 1 down, and number 7 still in there. That ball is outside. So even to a left-hander, Jack throwing outside. Jack's got to have some courage here to bring the ball inside. Lefty on lefty, not paying much attention to second base. That ball's in the dirt for ball 2. Ball 2 or ball 3? Oh, thank you, Must have heard me. Everyone in. This ain't Jack's fault. Should be out of this inning. Everybody in, get a talking to about playing good defense. There've only really been 2 solid hits from the Gunners in this inning. A lot of base on balls originally from Teddy and then from Jack, and then a bunch of errors. So, Coach Hunter letting everybody know this is this is a game that we should be or could be winning, but we got to play something. We got to play good defense. So rumor is we're only playing 90 minutes, not an hour 45 due to the rain delay and try to get everybody going. However, since we've started another inning, the Jackrabbits will be able to bat as the home team. So. So 1 down, a runner at second. Everybody just got a talking to. We got a 2-0 count. Yep, 2-0 count. Jack giving no attention to the runner at second. And he serves up a low pitch that number 7 fouls away. Jack taking a little bit of time to regather himself. One of the things that Coach Gooch reminded him to do is when your heart rate's getting too fast, take a second. That ball 3 high. And probably maybe the most important pitch of the inning right here. And Jack does what he needs to do to get strike 2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch forthcoming from Jack. I like to see him take a little bit off to make sure he gets that strike. And he does, and he corks that one right into Javon. On the play at third. And they keep him at second. So an excellent catch by Javon in center for the second out of the inning. But good rope by number 7, just hit it right at Javon. Good heads-up play by the outfielder to throw to Jorge at third and to keep the runner at second. So that was a big play right there. So 9-7 still with 2 down, runner on second. Number 3 steps in for the Gunners. And Jack throws another one outside for ball 1. Aaron being moved to cover more of the right side. The expectation that the batter will hit the ball. Javon will get him. Oh, that ball is well into the gap. It will score 1 all the way to the fence. We'll see if there's a play at 3. And a stand-up triple. Nice hit by number 3 there. And he scores his teammate from second. So another run across for the Gunners. 10-7 being the score. And we're going to switch defensively again to Jorge at short and Chris back to third. Maybe you'd put Teddy in at third, but Teddy is on the bench right now and has come out this inning. I don't think he can come back in. I think he's got to stay out this inning, yeah. So you can have so we're down, no Gianni, our regular third baseman, and no Teddy, who's been filling in. So Chris. So Teddy can bat, but I don't think he can. I think since they pulled him out this inning, he cannot return defensively. The Saturday rules are funny with the free substitutions, but I believe that's one of them. That ball is inside for ball 2 on number 9. 2 down. Bravo to the Gunners, who came out after giving up a bunch of runs to the Jackrabbits. Did not bat an eye, and instead got themselves on base and across the plate. And there's ball 3 outside. Oh, 2-1. Oh, that was a strike? 2-1, my bad. Well, that's crazy because that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, but it's been mostly a ball all day. And that ball's popped to the right side. My first base camera is dead. Kieran underneath it, off his glove. Fair ball. There'll be a play at second. And Kieran mad at himself out there because it did hit his glove and drop down. So that was it was a double, and the runner from third scored. So that makes it 11-7. So about, I don't know, 16, 18,000 errors by the Jackrabbits this inning. Very frustrating. Jack has done his job, honestly, as a relief pitcher to get the ball hit. Teddy walked everybody, but now Jack. And there's a ball through the left side, and that'll score runner from second. And we'll have a play at second, and the ball goes in the outfield, because why not let's just throw the ball anywhere and everywhere. And so Jackrabbits forgetting how to play Jackrabbit baseball instead of playing Little League baseball. And another run comes across for the Gunners. 12-7. Yeah. Good stroke by the Gunner there, but that's probably just a single. Ends up at third. 17 in now. Ooh, he hits that one deep down the right field line. Kieran does come down with that one for the third out of the inning, but not before the runners do a dozen of damage against the Jackrabbits. So the Jackrabbits are going to get a little bit of a chat in here, right here, as they come off the field, slowly walking, hanging their hats. So this should be the end of the game, the bottom of the third here. And at 12-7, the Jackrabbits are going to need 6 runs to win the game. So they did it last inning with 6 runs in the second, so they could do it again. But it's going to require them to bat around and hit well. Oh, we're gonna get a little bit of inner what you call it, music here. So I don't know. I'll try to talk over it. Anyway, Jackrabbits will play tomorrow. Likely 2 games, either 10 or 12, and then the championship game, if we get there, would be at 2. Given what I've seen at this point, I would suggest that the Gunners look like they are talented and it will probably end up as a #1 seed. But we'll see. Every game is up, and oftentimes you also have a case of, in this level, a case of pitching that goes 1 or 2 deep, and then or 3 or 4 deep. So we'll see. While you're here on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed and liked, rung the bell. I'm only 5 short of my 200 goal. But also get over to Coach Dan Blewett. Coach Dan Blewett pitched in the majors, and he does a really good job. He ran a team and a center for a while. Now he just sort of dispenses information on the internet and writes books, and I find it to be super useful. But he's got a whole thing, for example, that just dropped on protective equipment. What do you need as a 13U parent? What do you need as a 16U parent, 18U parent? What's the appropriate protective equipment for each of the players? Obviously, he starts with things that are totally obvious, like a helmet and a cup. But then he gets into things like, is it necessary to have the shin protection, the elbow protection, etc. It's a really good 6 or 7 minutes. So Coach Dan Blewett, I would recommend that. And then if you love pitching, you have to get yourself over to Pitching Ninja. Pitching Ninja just breaks down some of the best world-class pitchers we have playing in Major League Baseball and showed you kind of, how they are able to be so good. Things like arm slot, where the arm is always in the same place as it comes over the top of the shoulder. And so the batter can't figure out if it's going to be a curveball or a changeup just by where the arm is. Oftentimes you'll see pitchers drop their arm for a curveball, for example. So he just did one on arm slot and how the best pitchers in baseball, their arm comes over the same place every time they throw. And it's just simply the seam and the grip that moves the ball in the air, the 60 feet 6 inches between home and the pitcher mound. So anyway, get over to check out Coach Dan Blue. Definitely worth your time, and Pitching Ninja. With that, the ball's been whipped down to second and already whipped around and returned to the pitcher number 3. And we'll see Jabrell in, Isaiah, and then we'll see Birthday Boy, right? Is that go? Oh, then Jack, then
Isaiah, Javon, Jack.
okay. And Jabrell with a swing and a miss. It's strike 1. So if the Jackrabbits are to win this game, we're going to have to see everybody. We're going to have to bat around. That ball's inside. Good look by Jabrell. Underappreciated by his renaissance here is that he's got much better plate discipline. Before he used to swing the first 3 pitches. Now we got, that ball hit straight up, and catcher is not able to come up with it in foul territory. Sorry, I don't have a good shot at that. It wasn't far enough down the line towards third base and too far out from my home. So Jabrell now with 1 ball, 2 strikes, and he's got to make sure he's not swinging under it. That ball is outside and in the dirt.
Hey, strike, dude. Remember, when I get go. Yeah, here.
Next pitch. And Jabrell's going to take that one high. We now have a full count, ladies and gentlemen. So Jabrell's worked himself back into a little bit of a batter's count here. That ball is outside, pointed to by the ump there. I've lost my first base camera, so you're just going to have to trust me that Jabrell is at first. Isaiah now will step in. So Isaiah's swinging a different bat. He's been swinging that big silver one. Now he's got the high fire. And he took a perfect pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Nice pitch by number 3. We'll see if he replicates that and if Isaiah decides to do something differently with that bat on his shoulder. And he does swing and foul straight back. 2 strikes. So Jabrell unlikely to steal, just doesn't quite have the wheels. We're seeing them pitch. Oh, wow. That was a close one. Oh, they asked for a check from the field ump. The field ump's not in any position to see. Since he's standing straight out, he won't know if the bat crossed the front of the plate or not. Really only a good place to check if you have a ump down the first base or potentially third base line. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a 2 ball, 2 strikes. So number 3 has a really compact motion here. You're not seeing a lot of the ball until it's out of his hand already. Have a quick whipsaw over the top. And that ball is fouled straight back, so Izzy stays alive. We'll see another pitch here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man on first. And my first base is back, so you can see Jabrell now. And that's strike 3 right down the middle. I don't know what Isaiah was waiting for on 2 of those 3 pitches. For a boy who's been super hot, he seemed to have a hard time getting that bat off his shoulder. Javon had a 2-run RBI. A 2 RBI double, I think, last time when he was up. Swinging the Marucci. Then he swings, fouls that one straight back. That was a good swing. We have another storm coming in off to our west. So we'll be in a little bit of a race here of the storm clouds and the time and the outs. There's a lot going on in this inning. That ball's in the dirt. Great stop by the catcher. Keeps Jabrell at first. So Javon now with a 2-1 count. Right? No, 1-1 count, excuse me. And he corks that one into right center field. And it's going to go all the way to the fence. Jabrell's going to go to third. We're going to have we're going to play at second. And both boys didn't look like they were running that hard, but they both get to where they need to be. Another double for Javon, who calls timeout. He's going to take his protective equipment off. And now we got Jack in the box, and that would put then Kieran in the on-deck circle. Oh, I've been on mute for a while. We have a pitching change, number 9 coming in. I don't know how long I've been on mute. But the Jackrabbits 12 and the Jackrabbits with 9, Gunners with 12. This is the final inning, we're pretty sure, based upon time. So Jackrabbits needs to plate 4 more to win this game. 1 down, and there'll be runners on first and second when Chris comes in. And Chris will step in now with the first and second. and 1 down. New pitcher here. His warm-up pitches was popping the glove, so he clearly is bringing the heat. He starts him off actually with a curveball. And that ball was inside. It's ball 1. And that ball's dropping behind the first baseman, and that will move everybody up 80 feet, and we're going to hold them there. So Chris with a key single there. And Jorge will step in. Jorge represents the winning run. I'm getting way ahead of myself, of course. But just so you know, that is the way this works here. We got the tying run on first. The winning run steps into the box. And that is shot past the second baseman. And that will score 2. And everybody wisely stays at their bases. So, big swing from Jorge. Scores 2. This game is not going quietly in the night. Chris, the tying run at third. Jorge, the winning run at first. Teddy's got a swing here. He's my kid. And we get a balk, and that will tie the game. Jorge now is going to move to second. So that was a big, big move for us. So my kid's batting, and he's got a winning run at second, and I got to be good about huge chance of TK7. And he hits that ball down the right field line, and Jorge is going to score. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the winning run. Game Jackrabbits walk off the Glenwood Gunners with a single from Teddy, and that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest, I did not think that was going to happen. Jackrabbits with a big bottom of the third. Heck of a game from the Gunners, who just brought it from the beginning and brought it all the way to the end. Jackrabbits are able to eke out a victory here for the second victory of the day. We should be playing probably at the 10 a.m. game tomorrow. So make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you talk to your favorite Jackrabbit grown-up. And we'll let you know when we're up tomorrow. But the Gunners are going to be in the final tomorrow. I promise you that. We will not. We're going to see them again. That was a heck of a game from both teams. Well played by both guys. And I fully expect we will see the Gunners again in the championship. So good game to everybody. With that, I'm Mike on behalf of Keith and myself. We're going to sign off from Jackrabbit Broadcasting. We got to get our stuff broken down. We will see you tomorrow. Vamos Liebres. Let's go Jackrabbits.